What's up, Friday morning, nerdlings, nerdsicles, my fellow nerds, my brothers and sisters in the nerd community, nerd, and the nerdsicons. It is your number one guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and general internet nonsense, the OGGM, broadcasting live from Site B on a small island off the coast of Costa Rica. That's still not the truth. It's about 8:07 in the morning on this, the 17th day of 2023. It is bright and sunny once again, but there is a storm warning, so weather. It's Friday. Let's take a look at what's going on with PAIZO first and foremost, because, it's been almost a year. It's almost a year. Who knew a year ago today when I was probably I don't remember what I was talking about a year ago today, probably Critical Role or new product or something, that this would be one of the most influential and important years in recent history for tabletop role-playing because of Wizards of the Coast and how the rest of the tabletop role-playing game community responded to Wizards of the Coast this year. One of the main ones, of course, was our friends over at PAIZO with the continuing evolution of Pathfinder, and, of course, the mysterious ORC. And just happy to let you guys all know that Pathfinder Player and GM Core Remaster, or whatever they're calling it now, are available. So this is Pathfinder 2 Remastered Core under the ORC license. So they've scrubbed out anything that even vaguely connected them to Wizards of the Coast, even things they didn't have to scrub out, like Dro, or any of the spell names, or any of the racial names, or any of the other things they chose to scrub out that they didn't need to. And now it's available just in time for all of you who have finally finished your Pathfinder 2nd Edition collection, like Elvin made, or some other people who are like, I finally finished my Pathfinder 2 collection, and then PAIZO's like, we're remastering it. And they're like, well, I don't have to change anything, right? It's perfectly fine. It's like, yeah, no, you're going to have to change everything. Because they even go into the article about all the things they've changed to no longer have to be worrying about any connections. So now you got to buy all this shit all over again. I'd wait for the Pocket Edition, though, then straight out run out and buy the solid one. Pocket Editions, when they come out, are usually cheaper and Pocket Edition, so you take out less space. And strangely enough, the Pocket Editions are usually in better shape than the Pathfinder books. I mean, who remembers the number one complaint about Pathfinder books since day one was the fact that they fell apart because they were so big, they fell apart, right? The binding, that's always been like the binding and the makeup of the Pathfinder books. It's always been like the main complaint. But the pocket guides don't. They're much, I don't understand. You would think those would fall apart more, but nope, it's the big ones. So I'm sorry to all my friends out there who just finished their Pathfinder 2nd Edition collections, because now you have to start all over with Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remastered Core Electric Boogaloo. Blah, whatever. I don't even know anymore. Moving on. Let's head over to the PAIZO site and see what's new. So Pathfinder, PAIZO, our friends over at PAIZO are finally releasing an official product under the ORC, and they're claiming it's the first ever. Except, no, it's not, because there already are products using the ORC. It's strange that there are products out there that use the ORC before you started using the ORC when you created it. So I guess that means as of today, the ORC is now officially able to be used. And it's done, I guess. It passed its entrance exam over at the Library of Congress, Department of Copyright, and they have signed, sealed, and delivered it. And it is now available for you and me to just go onto the Pathfinder site or any of the other sites that are using it and copy what we need to copy in order to use it on our product. It seems to, because that's right here. Look, let's get compatible. Everything now coming out is going to be using the ORC, and we've got the first books using the ORC. So you would think, considering how important this is, there'd be an easy to find link to all the stuff that we would need for the ORC. If I want to create a product for I don't know, Pathfinder, I should be able to just go onto the Pathfinder site and find the ORC stuff quickly and easy. Same with if I wanted to create a pocket product for any other company that's agreed to use the ORC, you know, and I want to protect my stuff under the ORC. Should be able to find it easily, right? It shouldn't have to search for it. You know, it shouldn't be a quest of Lord of the Rings proportions for me to go onto the site and find the mechanics for the new thing. Because when I went to your competitor's site, both your competitors' site, Kobold Press, easy as pie, found it. Level Up 5e, easy as pie, found it. Your site, where the fuck is it? Where is it? Because it's not here. PAIZO blog, forums, PAIZOCon, computer use. Oh, community use or guidelines, right? It should be here, right? No. Okay, here's guidelines. No. Here's community use. No. Organized play. No. Store. No. Board games. Store Pathfinder. Compatibility. Oh, maybe it's here. No. On the main page, right? I mean, it's the most important thing you've done this year, other than the remaster. You would the link to the downloading the ORC stuff that I would need if I wanted to make stuff for the ORC should be on the main page, right? Right there on the main page. No, it's nowhere on here. I mean, I don't like to. Far be it for me to layer my sarcasm and disappointment on a tabletop role-playing game site or a tabletop role-playing game company, but you would think, again, considering how important it is, you would have a very easy to find link to it, because both Kobold Press and EN World Level Up 5e Advance have very easy to, well, Level Up slightly difficult, but the one on Kobold Press is really easy to find. So, yeah. Way to go. So I guess the other big thing going on is end of the year community play and what adventures they're going to be using community play to introduce for next year. And I assume one of the major one is going to be the Wrath of the Immortal storyline, and how the Wrath of the Immortal storyline is going to change Pathfinder 2 Remastered Core World and Pathfinder 2 Remastered Core development. Because it feels like that adventure path is what's going to explain the changes. Here's one, Pathfinder blah, 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 Infinite Open Creative License. Hey, how about a link to the Open Creative License? No? Okay, no. So that's important. We've got some new digital adventures available for sale on the site. Starfinder Society Scenario 610, The Death of Cortus IV, is now available for that adventure path. Starfire Bounty 10, Those Who Were Taken, this short adventure for 4th level characters, is now available. Pathfinder Society Scenario 5.06, Ukraja, The First Wall, is part of the 5.06 adventure path, is now available. Plainly, they introduced something called a sewer dragon in this one. Why? Pathfinder Quest number 10, The Broken Scales, Pathfinder Scenario 2.05, Balancing the Scales, are all currently available. If you are part of the adventure, the competitive, whatever they call play for Pathfinder and Starfinder, these are now all adventures you could use and take part in as the year comes to an end and they start the brand new 2024 adventure paths. So pretty much every adventure path for both Pathfinder and Starfinder official play are coming to an end. Wrath of the Immortal, starting in 2024, should be the year-long adventure path to translate Pathfinder's 2nd edition and the current world of Pathfinder to Pathfinder 2nd edition remastered, and how it has changed. Amongst other things, it introduces 2 new classes, including the very first rare class. And despite all our research, we never actually were able to define what PAIZO considers a rare class, other than, well, your DM has the right to say you can't play it in his game. And we're like, well, technically the DM has the right to say I can't play any race in his game if he doesn't want it fit his game, or any class. So how does that different? The DM decides I want to run an all-human campaign, and everybody agrees. So the second best guess for the rare class was it was something that had to be unlocked, that it wasn't allowed to be played at organized play into a certain series of things were accomplished, and then players in organized play could play one. Or the third theory was only one player per table could play the rare character. I don't know if any of those are right. I think the idea of making a class rare is dumb, especially since both the new classes, there was nothing new about them. So I'm not sure why we need to unlock these 2 new classes. One was a new barbarian build. The other was a new druid build. They didn't need to be new classes. They could have just been subclasses. So yeah. I don't know. I think it would make people feel like, oh, your favorite, you gave the rare class to her because she's your girlfriend or whatever. You know, it would be just like favoritism. But if it's done through organized play, and you do have to legally, through organized play, click off the boxes to get the okay from organized play to bring that to the table and play it, then that is the only way I think it would work, right? Hi, corporate waffles, cooperative waffles. Anyways, that's it from PAIZO this week. Not much, so let's just end things where we started. PAIZO, where's the goddamn link to the goddamn ORC? I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid. I just think that would be something you'd put on the front page. Right in the center. Just bam, link, ORC. It's available. You can use it. I mean, you didn't even announce that it had succeeded. I mean, not that getting copyright is hard anymore. It's just basically pay the fine, right? and make sure there's at least 3 points of difference, or is it? I think it's 7 points of difference now between the product and anything else in the world. Yeah. So why is it that your competitor? I don't know. I'm beating a dead horse, but Cooperative Waffle said he wanted to catch up, so I'm giving him a second to catch up. That's all the PAIZO news for this week. If you appreciate me doing this every week, let me know. If you never want to hear me talk about PAIZO ever again, let me know. Remember, in 2024, just like always, this channel is about you, not me. In other words, it's the holidays. So if you're wondering when to get to the OGGM for Christmas, how about subscribing? If you haven't subscribed to the OGGM Adventures yet, help me hit 2,000 subs by the start of next year. That's probably not going to happen, but it's still my dream. See you soon. Stay safe. It's supposed to rain.